Good morning, class. This is your English teacher, Sir Sanjay. I welcome you all to yet another session of online classes wherein we discuss lessons from English Honeysuckle, English supplementary text, and English grammar. Today I'll take up the 13th lesson of English grammar text called The Voice. Okay. To begin the proceeding, I'll help you all with a warm-up section called Get Cracking. Alright. So get cracking is nothing, basically it will give you an idea of what we are going to read ahead. There is this small, so let us see what is this get cracking all about. You see there is a funny picture. A raging bull is knocking a man, right? So look at the pictures and make sentence in the passive voice from the phrases given below the pictures. Okay, almost damaged by. Right, the first one is almost damaged by. Second one is knocked over by. So lots of sentence making is possible with this two situation. You can say the house was almost damaged by the earthquake. The man was knocked over by the bull. Then hasn't been. This is food, isn't it? This is the clue. So what can you say? The food hasn't been eaten, the food hasn't been cooked, trash, isn't it? So what can you say? Almost all of the trash has been cleaned, you can say, right? So do it in the similar manner. Okay. Now you are asked to look at the following sentence. Rao called Sanchi on the phone. Sanchi was called by Rao on the phone. See, Rao called Sanchi on the phone. Now, in the first sentence, subject is Rao. And whom did Rao call? Sanchi, isn't it? Now, in the second sentence, what happened? Subject and object have interchanged their position. Rao called Sanchi on the phone. Sanchi was called by Rao on the phone. So, this is another way of writing this sentence. This second way of writing the sentence is called passive voice, about which we will understand more now. Okay. What voice? Passive voice. So we'll read about active and passive voice now. Okay, one very important component of English grammar in Lao classes. Okay. So in the first sentence, Rao is the subject and the doer of the action, while Sanchi is receiving the action. Therefore, it is said to be in active voice. Okay. See, in the first sentence, Rao is the subject and doer of the action, while Sanchi is receiving the action. Therefore, it is said to be in the active voice. Now, what happens in the second voice? In the second sentence, Rao is the doer of the action. Okay, Rao does the action, but in the object's place, and Sanchi is the receiver of the action, but is the subject of the verb. Isn't it? The first and second sentence have clear differences. In the second sentence, what happens? Who is the doer? Rao is the doer. But is in the object's place. And Sanchi is the receiver or the action, but is in the subject of the verb. Isn't it? So this type of sentence is listed as passive voice. Okay. You also say that verb called is in active form and was called is in passive form. Okay, is called active form, was called passive form. Alright. So some more examples are listed. Let's try to read and understand. The winners of the marathon will be given medals by the principal. The principal will give medals to the winners of the marathon. Tennis is taught here. They teach tennis here. Okay. So try to read and understand this. Now the most preferred one. We use the active voice more often than the passive, as the meaning is clear and direct. So we do not use this. It is able to translate or communicate in a better manner with clear meaning. Okay. Example, the children are playing tennis. This is preferable form of expression. Tennis is being played by the children is passive, of course. The passive voice is used in official instruction and when the doer of the action is not known or not important. Very important point. In office, terms, and office instruction. And when the doer of the action is unknown, is when we use passive voice. Okay. Examples: smoking is prohibited. We and you are not known and not important in this sentence. Okay. Smoking is prohibited. We prohibit you from smoking. All right. The passive voice is also used when the receiver of the action is more important than the doer. Okay, when the receiver is more important than the doer. Example: the Prime Minister was received by the local authorities. The Prime Minister is more important than the people who received him. The annual function is postponed. The act of postponement is more important than the doer of the action. Okay. Now, active and passive form the verb. The verb in passive voice is always in past participle form. Very important. Okay. Second form the verb is always used. The verb in passive form is always in past participle form, and it follows be verb. Okay. Past participle plus be verb. So see, the verb is in the form of is mr plus past participle in passive voice. Okay, is mr plus past participle. Like, I love my parents. My parents are loved by me. So keep this in mind. Now, simple past. The verb is in the form of was or were plus past participle. Okay, was or were. You have to learn by heart, remember, keep them in head intact. The verb is in the form of was or were plus past participle. Active voice says, I helped Adil to board the train. Passive voice, Adil was helped by me to board the train. So some important notes. The personal pronouns are changed as follows. See, these are the change in personal pronouns from active voice to passive voice. Learn by heart, keep them in mind, whatever you like to do, but remember them. Okay. I will change to me, he to him, she to her, we to us, they to them. Okay. So these are the key changes. Now the third form, present continuous form. The verb is in the form of is mr plus being plus past participle. Okay, is mr being past participle. Active. The principal is giving, ing form, giving sweets to the children. This is active. Okay, in passive voice, this form is what we are going to use. The children are being, past participle, given sweets by the principal. Okay, so you have to remember this form, because only by remembering or practicing this form is when you can solve the questions. Okay. Now past continuous. See, past continuous. The verb is in the form of was or were plus being plus past participle. See, active says mother was giving us new clothes. In past continuous, mother was giving, isn't it? So in passive, we were being given. The form. What is the form? Was or were being. We were being, past participle, given. From give, given. We were being given new clothes by mother. Very simple, isn't it? Then present perfect. This is important. Okay, the verb is in the form of has or have been plus past participle. Has or have been plus past participle. See, the guard has shut the gates. Passive. The gates have been shut by the guard. Right? Very simple. Past perfect. The verb is in the form of had plus been plus past participle. The form is had plus been past plus past participle. The second, third form. Okay. Like Mohan had told me about the match on Sunday. Active. I had been. The form is being used. I had been, past participle, told by Mohan about the match on Sunday. Okay, that is how it goes, isn't it? Then we have future reference. Okay, just let's read them casually. The verb is in the form of can, could, may, might, will be, plus past participle, or is mr going to be, plus past participle. So two forms are possible in terms of future. They are can, could, may, might, will be plus past participle, or is mr plus going to be plus past participle. Okay. See, active. Someone will help you teach the reach the station, sorry. So passive will be you will be helped to reach the station. Okay, the teacher is going to check the answers. The answers are going to be checked by the teacher. Okay. Now interrogative question asking. See, we make some same changes to the verb form in question. Like, did Krishna tell you about the timetable? Were you told by Krishna about the timetable? Am I interrupting your conversation? Is your conversation being interrupted by me? Because it's an ing form. What time is the guard going to ring the bell? Okay. What time is the bell going to be rung by the guard? So there is one important table containing different tenses, the active voice and passive voice. Read this very carefully to have an idea. I, we, you, they give, I am given. Okay, I give, I am given. Simple present. It gives, it is given. She gives, she is given. Present, I am giving, I am being given. He is giving, he is being given. You are giving, you are being given. Present, he has given, he has been given. Perfect, they have given, they have been given. Simple past, they gave, it was given. Okay. So read this class in detail. I'm not going to read them all. So now, question, change using the words, change these sentences from active to passive voice by using the words given in bracket. Sam drives the car. This car is driven by Sam. Okay. So yeah, try to. Right, the car is being driven by the man. So do them. It's simple. Again, there are more exercises. So class, do these exercises on your own, and let us conclude the session here. See, important thing is you will receive variety of questions, and yeah, you will receive variety of questions and sentences from so many real life scenarios or situation. All you have to do is remember the form, practice them thoroughly. That is what is going to help you. In case if you have any problem, we'll discuss it in Google Meet. So with this, we come to conclusion of today's class. It was a pleasure to share experience of this lesson with you all. Thank you everyone for being part of today's class. Keep learning, keep working hard. Thank you.